Maya didn't realize it was over when he stopped calling, or when the arguments got louder. Not even when her friends gently said, "You don't seem like yourself anymore." It hit her on a Wednesday night. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, phone in her hand, staring at the last message he sent. "You're overreacting again. I can't do this right now. No, I love you. No, I'm sorry." Just a sentence that made her feel small. One more time. For the first time in a long time, she whispered the question she'd been afraid to ask. How did I let it get this far? That's when she realized the relationship hadn't been one big betrayal at the end. It had been a trail of tiny red flags from the very beginning. And she had ignored every single one of them. It hadn't started this way. When Maya met Liam, everything felt like a scene from the kind of love story she thought only happened to other people. He noticed her laugh before he noticed her looks. At least, that's what he told her. He texted, "Good morning, beautiful," every day. He wanted to know her schedule, her favorite coffee, the song she put on repeat when she was sad. After months of feeling invisible, Maya suddenly felt chosen. And when your heart has been starving, attention can feel a lot like love. Her friends were happy for her. She was smiling more, dressing up more, floating through her days with his name glowing on her screen. In the beginning, there were no red flags, just fireworks. The first red flag looked small enough to ignore. One weekend, Liam disappeared. No calls, no replies. No, "I'm busy." No, "talk later." Just silence. Maya's mind spiraled. Was he okay? Did she do something wrong? Was she being too clingy for expecting a simple text? On Monday, he finally called. He laughed it off. "Babe, my phone died. I was out with the guys. You know how it is." Her chest still felt tight, but she forced a smile he couldn't see over the phone. "Yeah, sure. I just worried, that's all." He told her she was sweet for caring. He promised to make it up to her. And he did. Flowers, attention, sweet words that wrapped around her doubts like a blanket. The uneasiness was still there, but she folded it up and stored it in a corner of her heart, labeling it, "Don't ruin a good thing." As months went by, the pattern repeated. He'd cancel plans at the last minute, show up late without warning, disappear in conversations, replying hours later with a casual, "Sorry, busy." Whenever Maya gently said, "This hurts me," Liam had a way of turning the mirror back on her. "You're too sensitive. You're overthinking everything. Not everything is about you, you know." At first, she defended herself. Then, slowly, she stopped. She began apologizing for bringing things up, started using phrases like, "Maybe I'm crazy, but," laughed off her own pain so he wouldn't feel uncomfortable. One quiet night, staring at the ceiling, she realized something horrible. She trusted his version of her more than her own. It didn't happen in one day. Losing yourself rarely does. It was the little comments. "Are you really wearing that? Your friends are kind of negative. Why do you dream so big? Just be realistic." It was the way he rolled his eyes when she talked about her goals. The way he changed the subject when she shared something she was proud of. Bit by bit, she adjusted. She stopped wearing the bright colors he said were too loud, stopped hanging out with Jasmine as much because he didn't like her, skipped her evening journaling to be available if he decided he wanted to call. Her world shrank down to his moods, his plans, his approval. One day, Jasmine looked her in the eyes and said quietly, "I miss you. Not the you that's dating Liam, the you that used to laugh with me." Maya laughed it off. But later, in the shower, her tears mixed with the water, and she wondered, when did I stop belonging to myself? The night everything cracked in public, it started like a dream. Liam invited her to a party with his friends. He introduced her as my girl. For a moment, she felt secure, like maybe all the doubts were in her head. But as the night went on, the mask slipped. She watched him laugh a little too long with another woman, watched his hand rest on a waist that wasn't hers, watched him act single when he thought she wasn't looking. Her chest burned. When she finally pulled him aside and whispered, "This hurts me," he didn't apologize. He smirked. "You're doing that thing again," he said loudly enough for others to hear. "Being dramatic. You always have to make a scene." A couple of people looked away, awkward. No one defended her. Maya felt herself shrink, her cheeks burning as if she was the one who'd done something wrong. That night, the ride home was silent. Not because there was nothing to say, but because she was starting to realize she'd said everything already, and nothing changed. The final straw didn't come with fireworks. It came in a quiet moment when she wasn't even looking for proof. One afternoon, Liam left his phone on the table while he took a shower. Her heart pounded when it lit up with a name she didn't recognize, and a message she couldn't unsee. Flirting. Inside jokes. Plans for a night he told Maya he'd been too tired to see her. Her hands shook. She hadn't gone looking, but the truth had walked right up to her and sat on the screen in full color. When he came out, towel around his shoulders, she didn't scream, didn't throw the phone. She simply held it up and said, "Tell me I'm overreacting now." For the first time, he didn't have a quick answer. Just excuses, half-hearted apologies, and a familiar line. "You're going to leave over this?" Maya felt something new rise up in her. Not rage, not desperation. A quiet, steady certainty. "No," she said, voice shaking but firm. "I'm leaving because of everything." Leaving wasn't a magic cure. There were nights she missed him so much it felt like losing air. Days where memories played like a highlight reel in her mind, only showing the good parts. But this time, she did something different. She didn't go back. She talked to Jasmine, to a counselor, to God, in the quiet of her room, with red eyes and whispered prayers. She picked up old hobbies she'd abandoned, took walks without checking her phone every 5 minutes, sat in cafes with a book instead of waiting for a message. Slowly, a new question replaced. Why wasn't I enough for him? It became, why was I willing to be treated like I was less? Maya began to see the pattern. It wasn't just about Liam. It was about the part of her that believed she had to earn love by enduring pain. And little by little, she let that belief go. Months later, someone asked Maya if she was ready to date again. She smiled, a real smile this time, one that reached her eyes. "I'm giving myself a second chance first," she said. A second chance to listen to her feelings, to honor her boundaries, to believe that love should bring peace, not constant anxiety. She no longer hated Liam. In some strange way, she was grateful. Because through his broken promises, she discovered a truth she wished she'd known sooner. Red flags are not decorations. They're warnings from your future self, whispering, "Please, don't make me live with this." She had prayed for God to fix the relationship. Instead, he gently led her out of it. And that, she realized, was an answer too. Turning off her lamp one night, she looked at her reflection in the dark window and said softly, "My story isn't over. It's just finally being written by someone who knows my worth." If you're watching this and you recognize yourself in Maya, always making excuses, always shrinking so someone else can feel big, this is your reminder. Love that constantly asks you to ignore your own pain isn't love. You are allowed to walk away from what breaks you, even if you once begged God to let you keep it. Take a moment and ask yourself, what red flags have I been pretending not to see? If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs the courage to leave, and tell your own experience in the comments. And if you want more stories that help you heal, grow, and believe in second chances, hit subscribe, because your heart deserves better chapters than the ones you're leaving behind.